The Irvona Municipal Authority, IMA, met for business of the month, January 15, 2024 at 7 p.m. at the Water Authority building located on Hemlock Street, Irvona Borough, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania 16656. The meeting was an organizational meeting. The water operation room was used as a meeting room for the public. According to many, the reason for a large group of attendees is mostly for the dismissal of an employee. Due to constitutional protections of the employee, no discussion of the personnel is permitted by law for the IMA to discuss. Free speech in the public meeting had unsubstantiated allegations being tossed around the meeting room by public comments. Vision Press Production News Media wants to remain neutral in the openly aggressive attitudes and unprofessional remarks projected by the public attendees directed to the Board of Directors. However, there were public comments by customers who had valid claims concerning water leaks, low pressure, and billing issues. Since the Board of Directors cannot speak regarding personnel matters, as a commentary, Vision Press Production News Media would like to address some of the legal facts written by legislators and statutes. The role of Secretary for the Municipal Authority is governed by the Pennsylvania Constitution. Herein is a quotation that I will read. Dismissal from office. Municipal secretaries, as public officers not under civil service, may be dismissed by the governing body for any reason and at any time. Article 6, Section 7 of the Pennsylvania Constitution provides appointed civil officers may be removed by the power by which they shall have been appointed. Such removal may be without cause, as well as without notice. Protections of the local agency law do not apply to appointive offices held at the pleasure of the appointing authority where the employee has no expectation of continued employment guaranteed by contract or statute. The foregoing was a quotation from the Pennsylvania Governor's Center for Local Government Services, a book entitled Manual for Municipal Secretaries. A dismissal of a secretary from the IMA was by vote of the entire Board of Directors. However, the large group of sympathizers are trying to apply pressure, as you will see at the meeting. It is the constitutional right of the people to speak out, but what are the facts? We may never know the facts unless the dismissed individual serves her facts to the honorable court. Unfortunately, the Irvona Municipal Authority Board of Directors by law may not share the facts in the entire matter. So, character assassination allegations are being purported without any foundation or merit. It is one thing to express your constitutional right of free speech as long as you know both sides of the truth according to all parties in this matter of the Irvona Municipal Authority actions. The Board of Directors are men of integrity who are working for the good of the community without financial consideration. Until, by law, all facts are given to the public in a lawful manner, the registered and lawful corporation known as the Irvona Municipal Authority must continue for the good of the people of two municipalities, Irvona Borough and Beccaria Township. The Reverend Gerald W. Spade, Sr. served a formal complaint addressing the board, who are made up of 4 Irvona Borough citizens and 1 Beccaria Township citizen, that is in violation of the municipal authorities law. Title 53, Chapter 56 5610, 2, states, if the authority is incorporated by 2 or more municipalities, the board shall consist of a number of members at least equal to the number of municipalities incorporating the authority, but in no event less than 5. When 1 or more additional municipalities join an existing authority, each of the joining municipalities shall have similar membership on the board as the municipalities then members of the authority, and the joining municipalities may determine by appropriate resolutions. The members of the board of a joint authority shall each be appointed by the governing body of the incorporating or joining municipality he represents, and their terms of office shall commence on the effective date of their appointment. Is 4 Irvona directors to 1 Beccaria Township director equal? Respectfully. Vision Press Production News Media.
Everybody thought it was something else. He wouldn't go to the dark.
That's what I'm writing inside.
All right, I'd like to call this meeting to order. Irvona Municipal Authority regular meeting for January 15th, 2024. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance for a moment of silence. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mike Bossing. Tom Dixon.
Yeah.
Tom Rink. Here. Ian Smith. Present. Jeff Gallagher. Here. Please switch to the reorganization.
You guys talk a little bit louder because we can't hear back here.
Y'all getting chairman, I have to set down, we have to appoint a temporary chairman. Do I hear any
You still
nominations?
can't hear.
I
You're gonna
can't- I'm
talk,
not
you can
screaming.
talk a little bit louder, a little bit louder, so you can hear.
As the outgoing chairman, I will be stepping down. I have to appoint a temporary chair. Do I hear any nominations for a temporary chairman? I nominate Tom Brink. I hear one nomination of Tom Brink. Are there any other nominations? No other nominations being heard. Tom Brink, you are the new chairman.
You have the meeting.
We need to elect
Can't hear.
we need to elect a vice chairman now, correct? We're looking for nominations for that.
There's a list behind this one.
Okay, so we need a motion to elect a vice chairman of the board. Looking for nominations. I nominate Smitty. You know,
You have to hold it down.
No, you can't hear. You guys are not talking a little louder. You can't hear.
Wait, the chairman cannot nominate.
that's what you
Everyone, you need to keep.
I'm trying.
Maybe if they stood like I can't be chairman, it might allow to be.
I don't know. I just knew you could be
I know I can't be chairman.
chairman, vice chairman.
I don't know. Legally, am I allowed?
I don't know either.
Can you set the
President of council.
that off back?
But I can't be the chairman. That's my question.
Yeah, I'm pressing, how long am I gonna find this? That's gonna be up to you, because the two halves might be a little, and then it came off here, you go. Like, you know,
I know.
Yeah, here Mike, Tom's nominated Mike to be the vice chairman. Do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Any opposed? Opposed, motion carried. So we're going to elect the secretary of treasury. We need a motion for that. You gotta make a motion. Right.
Someone
Need a
has
motion.
someone has to make a motion.
Yeah. Need a secretary.
You want to nominate a treasurer? Yep. Tom?
Okay, Tom's, I'm sorry, what's your name? Tom Dixon has been nominated for secretary of treasury. You got a second?
I'll second that.
Committee seconds it. Any opposed? None opposed? Motion carries. And now we need a motion for the decision on the water rates.
that's just if you wanna keep them the same or if you want
You
to
want to
change.
keep them the same, right?
I'll make a motion, we keep it the same for this year.
I second that motion.
Motion's been made to keep it the same, second been made by Smitty.
We need to vote on that one. Are we gonna do them all at once?
You guys are voting on it.
Huh?
You call for a vote on all of them.
That's fine.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
you vote on this one.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
All,
I agree.
All in favor?
all aye? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries for decision to keep the water rates the same. Now we need a motion to approve the solicitor. Motion. Jeff makes the motion,
I'll second it.
Tom seconds it. All in favor? Aye. None opposed? Motion carries for, same solicitor we have, right?
Yeah.
Carries the same solicitor we're using now currently.
Take the whole two pages there, also. Those just. West Savings Bank and KLGI.
That's 40 people.
I'll make a motion to keep the two same.
All made a motion, to keep the same two we're using now.
Yeah. Why?
Because there's two new people in it.
No, it's the same bank
Same
in place.
banks, and later we'll appoint who can sign.
The bank in place.
I'll second that.
Then, motion by Tom, second by Smitty. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
All pass. That motion will pass. So we need a motion to approve certified public accountant.
Catalina case, Catalina.
This is Catalina case, Catalina Park, Residetta, OPP, Authority Certified Public Accountant. Need a motion to maintain them. Mike made the motion, can we get a second?
I'll second that.
Smitty seconded. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
None opposed? Okay, we'll just keep them in. Motion passes. We need a motion to approve an engineering firm. And it looks like we're using Wing Dodson and Foreman Incorporated as authority engineer. We need a motion to maintain those.
I'll make it.
Tom's made it. Mike seconds it. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All in favor. Motion passes. Now we need a motion to approve dates and times of public meetings. Currently, right now, meetings are the third Monday of each month at 7 p.m. Make a motion to keep the times the same. Mike made the motion.
I'll second it.
Many seconded it. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Okay. Now we need a motion to approve the minutes.
We just need to also approve the official signatures for the bank depositories. Usually I think we've always kept the chairman and the secretary.
So we need a motion to pass for the authority's letter for official signatures for the Northwest Bank.
I'll make that motion.
Mike made the motion.
I'll second that.
Maybe seconds it. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, that resolution passes also. So now we'll make a motion to approve the minutes. Approve motion.
Like the numbers, she would like them read aloud.
Okay. Okay. We need a motion. Definitely.
Well, you're
They
right.
want them read aloud.
Right aloud.
The members present: Mike Cossack, Colin Dixon, Jeffrey Gallagher, Dan Smith, Tim Irack. This is December 18th minutes. Employee present: Dan Mann. Attorney present: Heather Bosovich. Engineer present: Leo Drass and Dee Guests: Kelly Redbaum, Nicole Gallagher, Mark Niebuhr, John Collins, Vanessa Warner, Mona Dubler, Pam Rutter, Todd Cossack, Diane Byers, Joan Best, Cheryl Best, Cindy Dick, Jeff Hewitt, Tom Brink, Don Kramer, Mike England, Mike and Michelle William McCusker, Caitlin Morrison, Dallas Kephart, Calvin Glass, Jerry Spade. Meeting called to order at 7 p.m. with pledge of allegiance. Announcement of executive sessions held November 30th, 2023 for personal issues, December 6th, 2023 for interviews, December 18th, 2023 for interviews and evaluations. Tim Irack removes motions to approve minutes for 10/19/23 regular monthly meeting. Amended, Dan Smith seconds, all in favor. Tim Irack motions to approve minutes for 11/20/23 regular monthly meeting. Tom Dixon seconds, all in favor. Public comments? Mona Dubler, Cheryl Bass, William Bass, Pam Ryder, Calvin Glass, Michelle Bowden, Mike England, Kate Morrison, and other guests present questioned and or discussed concerns over personal issues. John Collins questions in the event of a fire, does IMA have a plan? Gary Spade discussed lowering gate value risers and extending pipe to creek for drainage on his property on Hopkins Street. William McCusker states there is a mess in his backyard from a previous leak and believes there may be a leak between his house and Watausic. Is that correct? Amanda Chucko questions if payments are able to be made at the plant again. Engineer's report, Leah Dress, Gina B. Net. Finish and submitted grant applications for well field development and WTF upgrades. MPDES permit renewal sampling is ongoing with BD&F assisting, handed out 3 row to be assigned by customer. Portion of Swank Street on PA Game Commission property. PGC wants to exchange row on Swank for a row on Hemlock. PGC wants IMA to survey property. The operator's report, Tim Myers motion to accept letter of resignation from Donald Morrison, the Superintendent Operations Manager, effective November 24th, 2023. Tom Dixon seconds, vote 3-2, motion approved. Dan Smith motions to hire as PA Clear H20 LLC at a rate of $2,600 a month as certified water operator position. Water operator certificate, Tim Myers seconds, all in favor? Motion approved. Tim Irac motions to promote Dan Mann to the rate of $17.50 an hour as OIP position. Tom Dixon seconds. All in favor? Motion approved. Dan Smith motions to replace 200 feet of 4-inch AC line at 381 Bourbon Street in Irvona. Tim Irac seconds. All in favor? Motion approved. Tabled motion to purchase no tampering signs for the fire hydrants at the cost of $144. $4.50 per sign. 32 fire hydrants. Discussed PA dirt and gravel grant. And man stated that we will be given special permit for Swank Street. And also be given lead for dirt and gravel grant if we exchange row on Hemlock Street for Swank Street. Also, PG&C would like IMA to survey property. Maggie helped with MPDES sampling. All parts came in to finish flow meter install at well 2. Dan Smith motions to pay full-time employees $100 Visa gift card as a Christmas bonus. Tim Irac seconds, all in favor? Motion approved. Mike Cossack motions to pay casual employees $50 Visa gift card as a Christmas bonus. Tom Dixon seconds, all in favor? Motion approved. Office report, reviewed income records November 2023. Tim Iric motions to pay bills. Dan Smith seconds, all in favor? Motion approved. Tom Dixon motions to remove late fees and penalties for customers in the month of December 2023. Mike Cossack seconds, all in favor? Motion approved. Table motion to approve and send Norman Weinmeier to opt-out application. Tom Dixon motions to accept letter of resignation from Dana Keith as casual employee effective December 1st, 2023. Tim Irac seconds. All in favor? Motion approved. Tim Irac motions to hire Casey Dick at a rate of $15 an hour as a full-time secretary position. Tom Dixon seconds. Vote 3-2. Motion approved. Tim Irac motions to create second full-time secretary position. No second. Motion denied. Review delinquent customer list. Review account balances. Old business. Tom Dixon motions to pay Dan Mann up to $300 per month for insurance reimbursement pending monthly receipt. Dan Smith seconds. All in favor? Motion approved. Retroactive to the anniversary date. New business. Inform board members on proposed budget 2024, January 15th, 2024, reorganization 2024, January 15th, 2024, water rate discussion, January 15th, 2024. Tom Dixon motions to set meeting date and time for the IMA regular meeting every third Monday of every month at 7 p.m. at water treatment facility. Tim Irac seconds. All in favor? Motion approved. John Collins resigns effective December 18th, 2023. William Cusker states there's a mess in his backyard from previous leak and believes there may be a leak between his house and will cost us. The man is to investigate. Mary Spade discussed lowering gate value riser and extended pipe to creek for drainage on his property on Popson Street. The man is to investigate. Adjournment. Next meeting is today, January 15th, 2023, at plant, 7 p.m.
I missed it, was there a cost of hiring an engineer from Penn State to come up here? I want to know what the cost of the hiring of the Penn State engineer to come up here.
Yeah, you better do it.
I can hear it. How much are you paying them a month? How much? And he's here one day a week,
2,600.
and he's here one day a week,
20.
twice a month. That's a hell of a lot of money.
Here's the fence, here's the fence, he's hanging his license on the wall. It's his responsibility.
Yeah, I can be here 7 days a week if needed.
Yeah.
I'm on call 24/7, 365.
So, yeah, we need to make a motion to accept the minutes.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes.
The man has made a motion to accept the minutes. We have a second. All in second? All in favor? Aye. Motion passes. So, public comment?
I think so. Sorry. I'm Kelly Irvona, I am a customer, live in Rosebud. Probably, Dan, 2022? Back in 2022. I don't know when you came to us. I have very low water pressure. Extremely low, since 2022. Jeff and Dawn came and looked at it. They came and witnessed it and saw it. And then later on, Dan and Jeff came and looked at it, witnessed it. This is 2024. Okay? I'm waiting to get my water pressure fixed. There's going to be a new house put in below me. I have a business. You can't, when you turn water on in my house, it literally, and you guys saw it, goes to a drip. So if someone's in the shower, I can't run my washer. If someone's in the shower, you can't turn on water. I have 12 littles downstairs, flushing the toilet constantly. It doesn't happen. You have to wait. Dan approached my husband in the store, said, hey, we got the pipe. When did you guys get the pipe?
A couple months ago.
Okay, are you sure about that? When did we get the pipe? When do you, anybody know when we got the pipe? They said, well, what my understanding was, and they tested, they checked it, seemed to be okay, then Dan and Jeff come back out, seemed to be okay, just still dripping. So they determined, and then correct me if I'm wrong, Dan or whoever was there, they said a 4-inch line is going into a 2-inch line, okay? And that's what's causing my low water pressure. Pardon me?
There's a 2-inch line from where Main and Market down Lower Union. There's
Okay.
a 2-inch line down towards Skibex and then around and comes to the port.
Okay, so a 4-inch line goes into a 2-inch line.
2-inch line goes
I don't understand this water stuff, all I know.
It's the opposite of what you're saying.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm
It's going from a 2 into a 4.
a 2 into a 4.
That's what Jeff said.
Okay, and like I said, I pay my water bill, I'm a customer, my water pressure is bad, real bad. From what I understand, and I'm not sure when, I believe the pipe was purchased in January of 2023, that's a year. Why didn't that pipe get fixed? And, you know, and I know, oh, I'm sorry.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just
Do you want me to tell you why it's not in?
Please.
Because Donald didn't want to do it.
Huh?
Exactly. Donald
He
was
was
in
there,
charge.
he was there, he saw it.
He was in charge of that during that period of time, and he did not want to put it in. That's why it's not done.
You better say something when he's here to defend himself, buddy.
I've been trying to say it when he's here. He won't come to meetings for the last 6 months.
He works. He
Okay,
works second shift.
okay,
All right.
but whatever the decision was, I'm a paying customer, it should have been put in.
It was motioned in January 2023 by Tom Dixon. We ordered 700 gallons.
Yeah.
So it'd be a pipe.
And there came probably,
Yeah.
off the top of my head, I'd probably say February and March.
Okay.
And it's still
And
sitting.
I don't know when you talked to Brian, the stores, because he said, hey, Dan talked to me. And you said, hey, we got the pipe, we're gonna put it in. I've been really patient. My patience are really short now. And nothing against you guys or anything. I appreciate all that everybody does. But if we could get that rolling, get that replaced, obviously you can't right now, so I'm not going to be. But I will be a little thorn in your side till you do.
Well, that was supposed to be done last summer.
Oh.
It was supposed to be taken
Okay,
care
let's hopefully it gets done this spring. I understand the weather, trust me. I will be patient, a little while longer. Okay?
Shelley, as the new operator,
Yes, sir.
can you stick around after the meeting? I need contact information. I'll come out and meet with you, and we'll discuss that.
Absolutely, absolutely. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Go ahead there, sir.
My name is Henry Tatum, and I've been a customer since '88. I live in the Laramie's old house. Never had a problem with my bills until recently. I get paid by the state. I'm retired. The first of the month, I normally send my bill out the first of the month. October 31st, I sent $50 through the credit union, and it came in. December the 1st, I sent another $50, and it came in and got deducted from my account. It did not make it to the balance. Okay? So then I was told, I got a bill, said I owed them an extra 20, what was it? I'm a little slow. What's that?
Take your time.
Yeah. 2621. So the $50 would have covered that 2621, but I got another check from the credit union. But I'm still missing $50 from my account that didn't show up here. The check was made out from the credit union to the Irvona Municipal Authority, and it was cashed at the bank. So where'd my $50 go? And I'd like you guys to consider crediting it to my account. Now, the only thing I can say on the December 1st check from the credit union, there was no stamp on the back. And I asked at the bank how they could cash a check and it not get stamped, and they said it happens. So, but they did debit my account, so. Thank you. I'm leaving now. God bless you folks. Yeah.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Don.
I sent a right to know law request for things that we think all people that are paying water has the right to know. One was the last 3 minutes of the IME, which I did receive in the 6 days. I asked for approval of bond on our new employees and secretary, and was there a background check done on the new secretary? Does the new secretary have a valid driver's license? And proof of the secretary position being advertised 3 consecutive times before they hired a secretary, which at the last meeting they had said she was a temporary secretary being hired, not as the minutes stated, as a full-time secretary. Then I had asked the right to know if she had employment physical and a drug test, and if they were passed. Then I asked if she was added to the insurance and if she was bonded. I asked for a copy of the handbook, which I received 38 pages that I have to pay for over an email. I knew there was a 25-cent charge if you had something printed, but I didn't realize you had to pay if you had an email to you. And I'm curious about overtime and sick pay for Dan for the year someone had refused to pay him. And then I see the checks and the paperwork are being taken home by Jeff. And I'm just wondering about all these attorney fees we're wrapping up. Is it that important to have an attorney come just to a regular meeting? You know, we're supposed to be a borough that's supposed to support each other. We just want answers, and we're not getting any answers. Same way with Vicki Johnson. Why was she fired? She was here 23 years, knew this can't we have the answers?
Reason for it, that's true. Did anybody ever give a reason why she was fired?
Is there not pending litigation? If there's claims of pending litigation, I know you cannot speak under pending litigation.
That's correct.
Those comments were made at the borough meeting. There is pending litigation, so therefore, board members' hands are tied.
But we can't even ask if
Nothing can be
drug
said.
test.
That's HIPAA. That's HIPAA.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Can we know if the person who's taking the checks to the bank is bonded? That guy's $50 disappeared.
I believe there's a municipality
Was there a background
secretary.
check on the new secretary? I don't know who she is, I wouldn't know if I told her. Was there a background check? Was there a drug test? A drug test?
Does she have?
We need to speak
Yeah,
one
when
at
they
a
have
time.
somebody do that, I mean, that don't have nothing to
Okay,
do with
yes,
that.
understanding that they can't say that information out loud.
Again, we're gonna move on if everyone can speak one at a time.
We're gonna work through this stuff. Just be patient. There's other people here.
I just have the question, I mean, she's handling our money, and that guy's $50 went missing. So, and does she qualify for a secretary anyway?
Next, any more comments from any personnel? Jerry? Oh, go ahead, sir.
There's so many rumors going around town. I mean, from Irvona to Colcord, Rosebud, and you can't go into Leo's, you can't go into Dollar Store, you can't go into the Minute Maid. And if you see somebody you know, they walk up to you, the first words are, "How you doing?" The second words are, "Do you hear what's going on down at Irvona Waterford?" And then they give you their version of it. I'm not here to point fingers, I'm not here to accuse anybody of anything, but there's rumors that there's the equipment that's supposed to be used for our water pipes and things are used for some of the board members or board member for their own personal use. Now, I don't know if that's true. I'm not pointing fingers, but if it is true, you ought to have the decency to get out, resign, and walk out that door, because you're not going to be here very long anyway. So, my understanding, it's all under investigation, and it's just, I'd like to know if this stuff's true, that we're here. Is it true?
Best of my knowledge, nobody's taking anything home for personal use.
No?
You said it right. You get one side of the story.
Huh?
You said what?
Oh yeah,
I know, nobody taking them.
there's always two sides to every pancake. It'd be an awful thin pancake if there was only one side to it.
Exactly.
But if it's true, they ought to have the decency to resign and walk out that door. Because they're here to represent us. And they're representing themselves if that's the truth.
True, that's right. You're right.
And if you're representing us and that's actually happening, you're doing a piss poor job on it. That's the way I feel.
I can vouch, I took no piece of equipment out of this building at any point in my life.
We're willing to hear your side of the story, and if there's two sides, let's hear it.
Yeah, let's hear the other side.
I've heard all the rumors too.
Yeah, we've all heard the rumors.
I personally cannot verify any of it, but I've heard.
Then they said the equipment's coming back busted up. I run backhoe for 31 years for PennDOT. I did the pipe crew. And there's hour meters on those backhoes. If that backhoe was taken out of here, there should be a log in there of the hours on that machine because it's a public machine. That machine belongs to us. All the equipment here. It doesn't belong to the board members. And there's hour meters on there. And if that hour meter, if they write it down, you're supposed to write down the hours when you get in, the hours when you get out. If you have a leak or something, there should be a checkoff paper in there. If you have a leak in the hose in the secondary boom, you write it down. And if somebody took that machine and used it for all them hours, it should be documented in there, and that person should be charged for every hour that that machine was up there, or anywhere where it was supposed to be. If it's true. Because anytime they ever dug anything for me, I had to pay for it.
Exactly. Was there another hand back there I thought I saw? Was that you thought or? Okay. Jerry, you.
To reserve time, since you don't have rules of, in your organization, you didn't have any rules of how long you can speak, I'm cutting all the time down to nothing. I filed a complaint with you, okay? This is not adversarial. I'm pointing out something, and I'm so happy that your solicitor, your honorable solicitor, is here. But I'm being prejudiced. I understand, and there's a lot, like the gentleman just said, there's a lot of allegations going around. There are 4 Irvona representatives and only 1 Vicaria Township advisor on this board. Is that correct? If that's correct, I'm prejudiced. I am personally, because I am a Vicaria Township property owner. And respectfully, I'm asking you, if there are 4 Irvona, I want to see 4 Vicaria Township.
I don't think they can get that many.
Yeah, they can do that. They just have it. There is in the law, and I will yield to the solicitor. There is just a requirement of a minimum. You can only have a minimum of 5, but you can have as many as you want. Either that or 2 Irvona step down, and 2 Vicaria get on.
As long as the people from Rosebud are concerned about this system and using it right, like it always was before.
Mr. Chairman, I had the floor, and I would reserve my time, and I don't know whether you give me 5 minutes or not. You have no rules of order, but I would like that to be in consideration. I served it to you in a written appearance, and then I found out there's, as the gentleman said, there's a lot of allegations. I heard that this place produces 100,000 gallons per day. But you're only billing somewhere between 50 and 55 gallons per day to customers. That's a 50% loss, and I don't think that's acceptable. I yield back my time.
Any more public comment? Go ahead, Mr. McCoskey.
I have a question to the board that pertains to this issue. I'm hoping you can at least answer this one. Did the Irvona Borough Council members have the reason for the discharge of Vicki Johnson? Did they have the facts when they made their decision to remove Tim Ireland? I got nothing against you, Mr. Brick, I don't even know you.
Yeah.
I'm talking, you get rid of someone that's been on here, done only good, he's a businessman, been in business for a long time.
Amen.
He wasn't for all done.
Well, I'll tell you what, I think he did a lot better than Donna, because I was here 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, Donna, and I said I got a leak on my main on the bottom, I got catamines growing, and it took them 2 weeks to come. After he came and sampled it and turned red inside of the little packs, it took them 3 weeks to come and fix it. And only because I came to a meeting and said you're losing 30,000 gallons a day.
He's there to answer you.
I came and set everything in front of him here. You know what the man told me? You don't know my priorities. You know what? Here's the priorities for the operator of this system. Good quality, safe drinking water for all the customers. Number 2, you make sure it's safe. It's safe and it's quality, and we got what we're supposed to, the abundance, so no one is without like this.
Amen.
Number 3, once you pump it and treat it, you don't let it piss out into the ground. What's the matter with you people? 100,000? I think it's like 140, because when I was here 20 years ago, they used 85 to 90 a day average. This is unacceptable. If I had heard at the beginning that you instigated a raise, I would have told you what I'm telling you now, and I would have ended it with. And I wrote 3 years for the progress. I left on very good terms. A letter to the editor of this fandango. There had to be probable cause, or they wouldn't have chanced their reputations. I think everyone's jumping to conclusions without any facts, and I want to tell you this. Last December meeting, I came and I said I had a leak, as was read. He came, oh yeah, he looked the next day, and the man even said, oh, I know it's ours because of the temperature. Well, it is still running. I checked this morning and it's running at 5 degrees, and I checked before I came and it's still running. I weird it. It has to be at least 15,000, 18,000, and that's what's coming down my damn ditch. That's not what's leaking out before. My neighbor Carl, he'll be paying you a visit, and you won't like it, because he's about ready to lose some property.
So that's
Where he
right,
has
I
his
had a
tractor.
leak, and they came, but I didn't know I had the leak at that time. They came and they kept coming and reading the meter, because I got a pit meter. And Vicky even said that they scratched their heads because I was using so much water. 42,000 gallons of water. And they never called and said, hey, you have a leak. No, I walked outside and stepped and saw I had a leak. Because I was responsible for that leak. So I had to pay for it. But they came at least 3 or 4 times and looked at that pit, and don't tell me they didn't. And they never said a word. They just let 32 or 42,000 gallons just piss out.
Were you ever called for that, Michelle?
What's that?
Were you ever called for that?
No, I was never called.
I was
Nobody
part
ever
of it.
called. You guys, I don't know who it was, 3 times. Because Mike saw them. He said, I don't know what the hell they're out there doing. And he said, and I said, I have no clue. You guys were out there and you kept scratching your heads and putting the thing and scratching your heads like you're using a lot of water. Well, call me and say something. Because I sure as hell don't take that long of a shower.
Oh, yeah. I don't mean to relinquish my time. But just a few more things. I hope you people get your priorities together. This is a business, but it's a business for the people, and business is to economically and as cheaply as possible get good quality, safe water to us.
Yes.
There's no reason on earth why personality and drama and soap operas should fall into the category of interfering with the management of so-and-so. You know what? I studied, I got an A2 certificate, damn it. I had it 10 years. Do you know what the first thing on the first book that I opened up that it said? So you want to be a water operator. Understand, your responsibility is more critical to that community than that of a soap doctor, because he handles them one at a time and you handle their health every morning.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm getting, but I dedicated 10 years of my life to this. I was called by Pittsburgh and Rural Water many, many times to help them on leaking protection. I came here and offered my assistance free of charge. And I was ignored because of who I am. And because I've fallen out with Donald and Donna.
And tell them why.
You tell me why, Donna.
Well, we're not gonna get into a back and forth argument.
That's not the point. I left. I have never been back on any vendetta. I've never come in with accusations or, hey, they're not doing this or that, until they're not doing it. When 30,000 gallon a day can run for 5 weeks off an 8-inch main and it's not worthy of coming up with inspection.
I didn't make accusations either. I said if it's true.
I'm telling you it's true. What I'm talking. I'm not talking to you. I'm saying I haven't come making allegations about, hey, I seen him doing this or doing that, or sitting there talking for 45 minutes. I'm not petty. I own property. I own a house. I've left it to my son. I want him to have a viable and a working together water authority and the community not at each other's damn throats. What's the matter with you? We're supposed to be adults.
Yeah, but the community's not at everybody's.
I said my piece. Thank you very, very much. I hope I didn't get out of control or offend anybody.
We're gonna move on now.
And wait, want to come up and take care of the leak?
I'm sure we will.
What was the question?
One, there's putting valve in. Is that the same one? No, different one.
And about my property and how bad it is, I can wait till spring. But just keep it in mind.
That is getting taken care of.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. So we're gonna move on to,
I have a question.
okay.
How many of you ever been out looking for a leak in the middle of the night and in the wintertime when it's hard to find leaks?
It's just about the best time of year to find.
Oh, I know, that's when they show up, but how many
No,
go out with a thing and try to find these leaks and they say it's
nothing in the planning department.
I have for the last 45 years.
When, over there.
Yeah. I mean, they take the first authority of it on. I have done it.
No, it's not funny.
No, it's not mine. But it has to be done.
Yeah, but it has to be done. They're hard to
Is
find,
there
aren't they?
any way of finding out when all this is gonna finally be resolved, or are we just gonna live in chaos?
Well, we don't have a crystal ball, we're gonna,
I mean, it's,
just be patient.
it's ridiculous.
I understand. Hey, I live in the borough too, I get it. You want to make fun on that?
Yeah, I appreciate everybody stopping out tonight. I know that I don't know many of you guys, but as the new operator, I appreciate your comments. If any of the citizens are having issues with water quality, water pressure, please see me after the meeting. Please call into the borough office. Our team of 3 operators are going to be on site. We do have a lot of water loss right now. I would agree with that. Daniel's doing a great job. He's a one-man band, and we're pulling him in a lot of different areas. And I just ask for patience and a little bit of cooperation as we get through this. My recommendation to the board is going to be to have a special meeting sometime after this meeting. We are in the middle of getting meter readers caught up. And it's been let go for a few months. The meter readings are all over the place from what my guys are seeing right now. So we will have another meeting to discuss that. But again, if you have any questions, please see me after the meeting. I'm willing to answer them. If I don't have an answer for you, I will try to get an answer to you within the next few days.
I got one more thing I want to add to what I was saying. I don't want that to be like a personal thing to you guys. I think that there's the soap opera and lack of leadership and you couldn't coordinate. I came to make sure that that was not the case. Okay? So, you know,
Who was you talking to?
to Mr. Mann behind you.
Oh, Dan.
So we're gonna move on to public comment. We're gonna make a motion, or no, I'm sorry, engineer's report. Make a motion for engineer's report.
Okay, so the MPDS permit renewal, sampling's ongoing, we got 1 round of samples left to do. We have received some of the test results from the earlier sampling events. We started to assemble the application. We did send out Act 14 notifications to the municipalities. And I think the last round was Wednesday. Last round of sampling will be Wednesday, and then once we get those results back, we can work on finalizing the MPDS permit renewal. The sampling got pushed back a little bit because a couple of the sample bottles we got from the lab had leaks in them, and the reagents in them leaked out, so we had to wait for new sampling bottles. So that's why sampling isn't done. It will be done later. Water line project. So we're trying to finalize right-of-ways. We have 3 right-of-ways that Dan did contact the homeowners and actually had them sign it, but there wasn't a notary there, so we're going to have to get them to re-sign with the notary there to notarize their signatures on the right-of-ways. And then the last piece is that portion of Swank Street that cuts through game commission property. Haven't been able to find, well, up until today, we haven't been able to find anything that identifies that or that it's an actual borough road. Heather found some information in the courthouse that they had some mapping in archives. So we should have that tomorrow. We'll pin that down. If that's the case, then it's borough road and we're good to go. If it's not, then we'll have to go back to where we were dealing with the game commission. And coming to an agreement with that. They want a couple things in exchange for a right-of-way over there. They want the right-of-way up here on Hemlock Street. And they also want the IMA to survey their property over on Swank Street. That's their demands, so.
Obviously locating, we don't have to work with the game commission,
Right,
it's a
if we
public
find-
road that
right.
works within there.
If it's a public road, it's our thing.
Sure.
Right,
Borough.
it's the borough.
So we can run it right through that.
So you can bring us.
No demands need to be met.
So we don't have to do anything with that, and then as I discussed with the engineer today, that should keep us on target right now. Everything for the Penn Best Fund is due February 7th, the Penn Best in order to close on the 28th.
Good.
And then there's gonna be, for the chairman and the treasurer, you guys will be involved, you'll be the updated signers on things, so. And I do believe they coordinated all of the
We're gonna need, we're gonna need to be here.
No, they think that electronically, so if you can't be here, you can still come.
Oh, okay, we don't,
It's all online.
Yeah, it's all
okay,
online.
so
We have access to.
we don't have to have it.
Well,
No,
no,
it's-
they have to come up here so that you can log on because,
Oh,
and then you have a log on too.
I'm sure he works and I can't leave him alone in the office, so that's someone with catches there.
Okay.
They usually want a Zoom meeting, right?
Well, it's like a phone call Zoom and they,
We can talk after the meeting, if you two are available on dates, and then we can coordinate with them.
I'm here every day, but if I'm in the middle of four, I can't come up
Right,
with it.
but we can, we have our time already, so we can make sure, and if you can't,
Then I can
work
work
or
with them.
do it less, we can work with them on the meeting.
we'll work that out. Okay.
All right. So we're back to where we thought we were, we have the right of it.
Well, we're not 100%
We're
sure.
we're 95% there.
Okay. Well, I want to suggest something to you, Leo. If this doesn't go through this way, how big a deal is it to come back the same right away? I'd like to get out of that swamp.
Well, that was the purpose of moving it up there.
I know, we wanted out of that swamp.
Get away from the levee and all that stuff.
I don't like the game commission holding the authority hostage and trying to make the authority pay the bills. Which, if we know that this is going to be a problem, I could have traded them land. I have other land. I think it's in the Cary County, isn't it? Cross Creek. I could have traded them, but it's too late to do it now. I mean, we want to see it go through, but we don't want to, I don't want to say it, pay an extra bill for it.
Jerry,
Well, we'll know for sure tomorrow.
I have an answer to your question. I served on this board for 15 years, and we never had enough lights on and out. And when we served on there, we were told that we should have one person representing the Cary Township. And we appointed a person on the board from the Cary Township, and it only requires, the authority handbook says one.
I object to that, as far as the law, I think your solicitor can address that
It's in
at
the authority's
another
handbook.
time.
Yeah. Operator report? That might be it.
Ron, you still have your
Yeah.
paper? I forgot to send it in.
Yeah, I think you're good. Yeah, I can go to the board. Yeah, mine? Yeah. Upon completion of our agreement with the operating team, operators made a weekly visit to go over plant operations, reporting paperwork, and any issues that have occurred during the week.
Can I have this?
Daily communications,
No,
management,
that's my copy.
and man operator training, day one of the agreement.
I didn't bring my
The good meter calibrations were set to expire on January 7th, and our operators have guided Dan through that process. Operators gathered information requiring the monthly data for the PAD review reports. Those reports were submitted for December. Operators communicated with Pace Analytical for bottle orders. A note for the board is first quarter of 2024, PFOS and PFOA samples will be required. That will generate another large bill the authority should see. I don't know what quote Pace systems are going to be under starting January 1. The bottle kits for those samples are not in yet, so as soon as they come in, we'll grab the first quarter samples from the plant. Operating team has compiled a priority list for Dan. As mentioned tonight, there is a lot of issues here. I'm in full agreement with all the visitors tonight. Dan is aware of that priority list, and we are seeing that that priority list is completed as timely as possible. Again, Dan is one person. Our operators are up here at least once a week, sometimes more than once a week, but we are going to try to get to that. Something that is not on the report that just came up today, as the meter readings were being completed, there is a leak at 381 Berlin Street. Dan is working on getting that set up tomorrow to repair. So again, that's one little leak that we have out there that we know of, but again, everyone tonight has been spot on with the water loss complaints. They are large, and it's not going to be fixed overnight. The CIPs are going to be scheduled here as soon as the meter readings are done. Again, prior to this, my last comments at the meeting, the board does need to have a special meeting to discuss these meter readings. The last time they were done was the 1st of October, the first week of October, I believe. They have been estimated since, and our data shows that they are all over the map. So before we send out bills, there needs to be some discussion at the board level to see how we're going to send these bills out. None of these residents deserve a high bill, an inaccurate bill, because of the transition. It's not fair to them, and I will see to it that we get that squared away before bills go out. And the other priority is the pre-treatment building needs some chemical work done to it to hook up the chemical lines. That is priority 4, I believe, on the list. Definitely meter readings need to be before that. The plant used a total of 2,870,800 gallons in the month of December. A lot of water was used. A lot of water was wasted. Again, we will see through that as time goes on.
What was that number again, please?
2,870,800.
Is that per day or for
That's the monthly total.
total used?
Month of December. Correct.
Thank you.
Yep.
They don't have water meters ready to see how much
Exactly.
loss.
There will be a water loss number generated from our team. I am not ready to give that number out yet because meter readings are not complete. You're absolutely right.
I'm sure there was a lot of people who had to leave their water running to keep it from freezing. I do mine.
So you don't know the billable.
Exactly. Yeah, we will have that information here, but there needs to be another discussion after this meeting for that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The last thing I have on my list is recommendation to the board. A call-out alarm system is available. We need to discuss at a later time what we want to do there price-wise. So I'll be made available after the meeting to discuss that. That's all I have.
Okay. January operator report, reservoir full, gate installed at reservoir. Got a quote from CNR about the 200-foot of line project on Berlin Street. Ford is inspected. Meters have not been read yet due to them being read in 2 weeks to get the meter back on track. Meter readings are last week of the month. Bills go out tomorrow, the 7th of the month. And then tags on 10th, then shut off on 20th. DEP inspection on Thursday, January 18th, 2024. NPDES sampling will be finished January 17th, 2024. Flow meter for well 2 is to be installed tomorrow. Calibration's done for the first quarter. And they installed cross drains and clean ditches behind the reservoir. Waited to speak with Game Commission for doing the road.
In addition to that, the flow meter work will not be done tomorrow. We will be doing a leak tomorrow.
Awesome. You want to Bourbon Street?
You already put the gate valve in.
Yep.
not open cut it. If they do it in the spring. 12,000 now?
8,500.
Or 85. 8,500 if they have to do it in the winter. So that's a no-brainer. Like shutting the valve down at the upper end, putting this valve in, isolating that break, we'll wait till spring.
Just move the loop and shut the loop down.
Right. I mean, it should be looped back in, but we don't need, there's no customers in between. We don't need to do it till spring, save $6,500.
With where temperatures are right now and the leak that we just saw today, if it's not a dire emergency, let's try to put it off until we get some normal weather.
Yeah, that's what we're saying, yeah. So we definitely want to get that gate valve in and get the leak stopped temporarily.
Move on to office report. Income records December 2023. Need a motion for that? Need a motion to pay bills? Need a motion?
I'll make a motion to pay the bill.
Paul makes a motion to pay the bills.
I'll second that motion.
Any seconds it? All in favor? Motion carried. Delinquent customer list. Account balances. Get that one. Old business. Number one, proposed budget 2024, January 15, 2024. Motion to adopt proposed budget for 2024. Need a motion for that?
You already approved the budget.
No, we didn't approve it yet.
We sent last month.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
This
we
one
can
was
take it out.
same with last time, so we didn't change anything. I'll make a motion to accept the budget.
Okay, Sweeney makes the motion to accept the budget. Need a second? Nate seconds it. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. William Custer speaks of the mess in his backyard from the previous week and believes there may be a leak between his house and the faucet. The man is to investigate. Discovery. Jerry Spade discussed lowering gate value, riser, and extending pipe to creek for drainage on his property on Hawthorne Street. The man is to investigate. Research. June 19th, 2017, access to IMA right-of-way was given to the Irvona Borough to install a septic pipe on Greater Police property. Pipe in question is owned by the Irvona Borough.
Don't have to wait for our meeting. If that's our fight, yeah.
New business, Penvest loan, February 2023 secretary to contact Penvest in coordination with Leo to make sure everything goes smoothly. Terry Collins would like to hold an IFD, Irvona Fire Department training at the plant. This would be in February, the exact date to be determined. We'd like to get approval for this training. Do we need a motion for that?
I'll make a motion to do the training.
Paul makes a motion to do the training. Mike seconds it. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. It's carried. Do the training. Motion to have Attorney Heather Bosovich take and store all important legal documentation such as meeting minutes, bylaws, accepted because of security concerns and pending litigation after this current board meeting. Motion to approve hiring a forensic auditor. So we need a motion to have Attorney Heather Bosovich take and store all the important legal documents. Need a motion for that? Jeff gives the motion. Here a second.
Okay, that's copies of, right? Copies of, not everything, a copy of the stuff, a backup copy. Yeah, I'll second it.
All seconds it. All in favor?
forensic audit's a little bit different. Not a lot different.
I'll need a motion to adjourn the meeting, I guess, huh? We're gonna do that.
Yeah, we have, items for Ian to discuss with you and then, personnel issues. I don't know. Any motions that you after, like. Yeah, I don't, you don't want to adjourn. Okay.
No, I don't want to go.
Okay.
I have no problem with it.
Okay, so we'll go into executive session.
What's that back here?
Yeah, that's all.
That's all, thank you, thank you.
So we're gonna go into executive session at 8:01. Right?
For personnel.
Personnel issues.
Mr. Chairman, are you coming back out to do any more business?
We don't know.
Would not know.
Okay.
I have one comment. It's my understanding when an employee is hired, if they do not pass a physical or a drug test, or the drug test is insufficient, they should no longer be here until they have it retaken. That's my opinion, and that's the way it is supposed to work.
And it should be taken every month.
If everyone for executive session needs to step outside. Dan, I think you're safe. That's right.
Can I leave my paperwork here?
Not for executive session.
Or do I can I leave my paperwork here, or do I have to take everything with me? What's that?